Niko! I'm gonna beat you at this game of bowling!
We'll see about that, cousin. I'm the one who paid for this game, and I'm the one who's going to win.
You should have picked the deal ending, cousin, because that's the one where I get wasted. Maybe then you would be the unquestioned bowling champion.
You probably shouldn't drop the ball, you fat fuck!
Oh, I'm fat, am I, cousin? You're the one who keeps eating hot dogs and drinking Sprunk when you're on rampage runs.
I do plenty of running too, cousin. I can burn off any of the calories I get from junk food. The most you burn off is when you're fucking Mallory, which is never!
Yeah, I've got plenty of other bitches I pick up from the strip clubs. You should try it sometime, Niko.
Which bitches we talking about? Are you talking about Barbara with big titties, or are we talking about Stephanie who sucks like a vacuum? Oh right, they don't actually exist. You made them the fuck up in your emails.
Don't forget that you were the one who was dumb enough to believe that those two existed. I've got so many bitches that exceed their description.
Mallory certainly ain't one of them. She's one sandwich away from being 1,000,000 pounds overweight. She's gonna be even fatter than you.
At least she's actually still here, unlike Kate. Remember when I told you that if my kid ended up being a girl, we'd call her Kate? I lied. I just said that so you'd feel better about a death that was totally your fault.
I traded Kate in for your fat-ass cousin. Be careful what you say, or I'll reload the save game I had before the final choice and choose to do the deal ending instead.
Go ahead, you fucking clown. Cheapen your way to being the bowling champion. You will have earned nothing. Isn't that what bowling is about?
I could do the revenge ending 10 times over and still beat your ass, cousin.
Come on, Niko. Your bowling is even gayer than Florian Kravik. Keep going and you might end up hooking up with Brucey.
First off, his name is Bernie Crane. And second, he is way more of a heterosexual than you are, Roman.
This is coming from the guy who ended up shooting a gay man after pretending that you were going to go out with him. I smell homophobic hypocrisy, Niko.
Do not ever forget that you and Brucey were the ones who got me to waste that guy. The homophobia doesn't fall on the assassin. It falls on the one who wanted him dead to begin with.
Oh yeah, I remember. Your dating profile was absolutely pathetic, Niko. I remember it word for word. Let me recite it. I am a vulnerable guy who needs to be held by big, strong arms.
Don't you fucking start, Roman! Remember who paid for the luxury condo, the sports car, and the infinite amount of money we swim in today? All you achieved was letting the cockroaches into your shitty apartment. Dimitri was doing you a favor burning it.
You shouldn't interrupt the literal successor to William Shakespeare, Niko. Now where was I? Oh yes, after you need those strong arms, the profile said, I am a man in need of looking after. I want to be told that I am the only guy in the world. I've got a shitload of cash.
You've got such a fat ego that you compare yourself to the bard. I remember your emails, cousin. You couldn't even follow the most basic advice in writing. Show, don't tell. You told me over and over and over again that you were screwing around with non-existent women with adjectives you'd find in a 5-year-old scribbles.
You've got the imagination of a 5-year-old cousin. I was the ghostwriter who truly wrote The Lord of the Rings. I directed the Grand Theft Auto equivalent of The Godfather, Part 1 and 2, and made sure Part 3 was the best of the 3 movies.
Let's not forget that The Godfather in this universe is complete satire and a joke of a movie. This is the timeline where The Godfather are considered the worst movies ever made in Vinewood.
You need to stop believing the communist propaganda you were fed in our home country, Niko. Start living the American dream. Free from the Russian influence. Out of all the Eastern Europeans, Russians are the worst. They're always rushing into countries that don't belong to them.
That is the crappiest pun I have ever heard, cousin. You think you're so funny, but you'd be welcome at a child's funeral. I'm sure the grieving parents at said funeral would love to have you.
Yeah, can I bring my circus performer known as Niko the Clown?
No, but you bring Fatty Mallory to the party. I'm sure she'd eat up all the cake present at the funeral, being as fat as you are. And then maybe she'd eat you, and I wouldn't even have to pick the deal ending.
Well, I think that pretty much wraps up our heated trash talk, cousin. As you can see, your ass is beat, and you're gonna have to eat up your words. The ladies will suck my dick and not yours. How does it feel being only the second best bowler next to the Roman Empire?